Oh, this is really sad. The lights are, you can't see the lights out here, out back. I saw a fire truck over here with the lights on, and their flashers aren't on anymore, but you can see the lights from the truck. And I looked over there, and there's another vehicle over there that looks like it's a coroner's vehicle, and that's Farmer Tom's house. His wife has been really sick, and I vlogged one day last year when we saw, lights, ambulance and that over there, and we thought then, something happened to her or him. She's been really sick for a long time. I'm standing here in Alex's playroom. This is looking through his window. So, yeah, I think Tom's wife has passed away. It's really sad. He's a very nice man. Hello, my friends. I'm going to answer questions today because I said in a video, several videos back, that I would answer questions. Because sometimes, I get questions, and, to really respond to it, you just need a lot of detail, and the comment gets long, and then sometimes you can't really convey, what you really want to say. I still am very hoarse. So anyway, I thought I would do some of these videos from time to time, that I would do a Q&A from my comments. And so that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to do that over a nice cup of English afternoon tea. And I mean, literally, it's English afternoon tea. So, at the very beginning of this video, I played a little clip from last night. And I didn't record a lot. I mean, I could have stood outside and recorded a whole bunch. But I've shared about my neighbor across the street. We call him Farmer Tom because he's got that farm over there. Of course, he doesn't farm anymore because he's older. But anyway, his wife has been very sick, and I've talked about that from time to time. I've talked about Farmer Tom. I've talked about his wife being sick. And it looks like last night either she had died or if she didn't die. We were thinking, because when the fire truck left, and the fire truck went back to the firehouse, but then all the family that was their friends, they all went down that way, followed each other, and that's the way that the paramedics went, and that way is the hospital. So if she, hadn't, died at home, she was probably on the verge of passing, probably, and they took her to the hospital, and all the family went. So anyway, I feel so bad. So I'm going to give it, maybe a couple weeks, let a couple weeks pass or whatever. And I think I'm going to go over and take him some flowers, and I might make some banana nut bread or something like that. But anyway, so that's what you saw at the very beginning of this. Okay, so let's get on to questions. First, I need a sip of tea. And I've also got a handful of cough drops here too, because I'll probably need them. Okay, one of the first comments, this is by Aber Design, and her comment's long. I won't read the whole thing. This was on the fudge video that I did recently, and she says, haha, I like how you are always keeping busy. Don't know how you keep your house so spick and span with a grandson, dogs, family. Love the way your new mantle decor looks, so cozy. You can feel the warmth. I just love listening to you and watching you putter about your day. Always finding something to do. You are an inspiration. Okay, now my question. Do you plan your day ahead of you, or do you wake up and decide on that day what you will do? Also, what things inspire you? Thanks, and looking forward to more vlogs because you lighten our days. And that's very nice to say that. And I do have other subscribers that from time to time leave me comments. They talk about that I'm an inspiration to them, and I even had somebody not long ago, anyway, they said of all the vloggers that particular person watches, they said that I'm their favorite. And when I read that, I mean, obviously it brings a smile to my face, but at the same time, I'm like, what? Because I don't see myself like that. If I'm an inspiration to you guys when you watch my videos, I'm glad. I'm glad that I can be an inspiration. But I did not start my vlog channel to be an inspiration to anybody. That's not why I decided to do it. I decided to vlog, mostly it started for my family. And I started making videos because my mom in particular wants to know what I'm doing. But all of my family lives out of state. And so that my family could keep up with me, I was making videos, and I think I kept them private for a while and would just send the links to, emails and that so that they could see it. And then I just decided I'll just vlog. There's all these other vloggers on YouTube. I'll just vlog and I'll just, keep it out there for everybody to see. So that's how it started. And it's like, what am I going to vlog about? And at this particular time, I didn't even have my grandson that I was watching. It was just, everybody works. My husband works, my kids work. Then I had some kids that moved out over the last couple years, and then some have come back. At one point, like I said, my husband was working, and whatever kids were living at home, they were working and going about my day. It was just me and the 4 dogs and the 2 cats. So it's like, what do I vlog? So I just started vlogging, my daily life, this is what I'm up to. And I started putting it on Facebook. And I got family there instead of going to everybody's emails and that, and just put it on Facebook and let people just watch, the videos. And then obviously my friends from social media over there wanted to watch my videos too. And then they became interested. They started subscribing to my channel. And let me just say that I'm floored. I'm floored because about 1.5 years ago, I think I probably on this channel only had, well, I don't want to say the exact number, but I think it was like under 100 subscribers. And then before I knew it, within, a short period of time, it was over 100. And then it just kept climbing. And when I even got to 500 subscribers, I was like, what? And I know 500 subscribers to the big YouTube people, they're like, that's nothing. But they started out like me. They started out with no subscribers and had to build themselves up. So they can reflect back at that, I'm sure, and know the feeling that you get. It's like 500 people want to watch me, want to watch what I'm doing, and that sort of thing. And then before you know it, then I had 600 subscribers, and I had 700 subscribers. Now I'm getting close to 800 subscribers. It's still under 1,000 subscribers, but I just can't believe that there's that many people that want to watch me. So, and watch what I do. Now, when I was vlogging every single day, I thought after a while, people get to know my routine. And I thought, I don't want to bore anybody, So, when I started watching Alex last year, while his parents were working, that's how it started out. And, I started vlogging with him and everything, and I did that for a little while. But then when my son and his wife separated, I did back off of vlogging. And number one, and I did mention this when I came back last summer after I took a little break, and I said, because, do you really need to see, my routine that I do every single day, every week, whatever. I mean, yeah, the days get to be a little bit different because I do some things different, or I go run errands and take my camera and that sort of thing. But that's how I felt last summer. It's like, I've shown everybody, I guess, what I need to show them. And at the same time, because when there's separation, when there's a divorce or anything like that, that's going on in a family, you know, you don't want to talk about things because that's private information, you know. And sometimes things are going on because of all of that, that you could get frustrated and things like that. And so that was actually a good time for me, you know, to just kind of step away a little bit, where I thought, you know, I was at that point, you know, what more can I show everybody? And then all of that happened. It's like, well, let me just break for a little bit. But then while I was gone, I had a lot of people, a lot of my friends asking, you know, where's your videos? What are you doing? My mother, when I talked to her on the phone, you ought to do some videos and show Alex. I want to see Alex, you know, and that sort of thing. So I got back into vlogging again. So I want to say that up front. That's really, again, and I've shared this before, that this is really how this channel really came about. But do I plan my day ahead? Or do I decide when I get up what I'm doing? Most often, I plan my day ahead. I plan my week, you know, like this is Wednesday, so this is midweek. I'll even maybe start getting ideas of the things that I want to do for next week. I'm just organized, and I like to know what I'm doing, and you know, I plan things. But some of you in watching my videos, if you've watched them for a long time, I'll say one day, and tomorrow I'm going to do da 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 da, and then tomorrow I may not get to all of those things that I said because it was my plan to do it. But then when that day came, you know, sometimes things then begin to happen. And then it's like, well, you know, I'm not going to be able to get to that today. I'll do it tomorrow or the following day, you know, things like that. I mostly plan out my day. But sometimes I can have my day planned out and I get up and it's like, you know, I really don't want to do this today because I still want to do this other thing. And I think that that's going to fit better into my schedule and I can change my plans, you know, at a given's notice. So at a given notice, not a given's notice. I don't know what I was saying there. I should one day do a video where I just do all my bloopers. Like this, I won't cut that out. But yeah, I get bloopers and stuff. Let's see. What was the other thing? Oh, the things that inspire you. What things inspire me? Well, I'm inspired by, I like cooking. And I'll go ahead and give a shout out to, you know, like some various channels that I watch that I get inspiration from. And the reason why I get inspiration from these people is just that I find that I have things in common with these people. I'm subscribed to Amy Can Cook. I'm subscribed to Laura Vitale, Laura in the Kitchen. I'm subscribed to Rock and Robin. She's really good. She does like some Mexican cooking and stuff like that too. But like just different various cooking channels because I'm inspired by cooking. I've been cooking since I was like 10 and I just like to cook. Cook and bake and all those things. So that inspires me. I'm also very like crafty and that sort of thing. Now I'm not a big like craft person to sit down and just make a bunch of crafts. At one time in my life I was. When my kids were all grown up, I was all into all those crafts. But now I'm just like crafty, like, you know, if there's something around the house, like I showed you guys yesterday, that outdoor planter thing, it needs to be spray painted, like I'll spray paint that. Or, you know, if I find something that I need to just jazz something up around the house or whatever, I take on a little project and, you know, I do things like that. Somebody who's doing that now, but she also has a cooking channel, and if you do any like prep ahead, like canning and dehydrating, things like that, Linda's Pantry. And I've recommended her channel so many times to people because she's just that awesome. And I love Linda, and she and I are friends. And yeah, she's into now doing home decor stuff too. So she's got kind of like a myriad of things going on her channel. And so like I'm inspired by, you know, somebody that's like her. At the same time, I'm inspired by different vloggers. I started watching Samantha Sherman from the Sherman Show, and she's got her own channel, Samantha Sherman. I think I started watching her. She only had out, I don't know, 6 videos or something like that. And she just started her channel. And I was looking up, you know, different hairstyles for long hair, because you get tired of doing the same thing. And I was looking that up. And I just saw one of her videos and I watched it. I was like, oh, I really like her. And so I started watching her channel, and I caught up with her other videos that I hadn't seen, and just kept watching. And then she started to vlog with her husband Jay, and then they started having kids, and so now their kids are in their vlog videos. They're friends with the Saucony Jolies. At first I really didn't watch them a lot. I just watched them every now and then. And then especially when Anna was, you know, having Amelia, that's their first little one, and she's 3.5 now. She's so cute. The little boy, Eduardo, is cute too. But, you know, they have their kids, and I just love little kids. And now that I got my grandson, and of course they came before my grandson, but I watched their videos, you know, you just start watching, and you just like seeing what other people are doing. So that's another thing that inspires me, just even watching what other people are doing. You know, you never know. You watch a video on YouTube and you get an idea, and it's like, oh, you know, and then you can get inspiration from that. I'm inspired by, I don't know, just different things that I read. I try to keep myself very informed in current events, in history, and things like that. And so there's a lot of things that inspire me, but most of all, I would say it's people that inspire you. So like with all of this that I've already said, mentioning other people's channels and that, yeah, they've all got their things going on, what they do, but it's actually the person that inspires you. It's the person, you know, that you like. Grandma Cheap Cheap, she's another one. I've been after her for a long time to start making videos again. I really like sitting and watching her. She's just very, some people when they're talking, they're just very calming when they speak, and she's one of those people, and she starts cooking, and I just enjoy watching her cook, and I enjoy you know, listening to her talk, and she and I have become very good friends too. At Home with Nikki, she's another one. She's just another person, and I could just sit there and just listen to her talk. Robeson Design, Rebecca Robeson, she's an interior designer. And you know me, when changing my house out and all kinds of decor and stuff, that inspires me too. But there's so many channels that I would love to just, you know, just sit here and just recommend all day long. But it's all these different people, all the different things that they do on their channels, they're all different from each other. Even the vloggers, you know, little Miss Home Life, she vlogs with her little girl now. And Our Farmhouse Life, Glitter and Groceries, they vlog. And, you know, everybody, even though they're vlogging, whether they're cooking or crafts or painting furniture, whatever it is, I'm just drawn to the people themselves, and then watching what they do. I just am inspired, you know, by that through them. So I know this was a very long answer, but if you're going to ask what inspires me, it's going to take a long time to answer that. Okay, this next question is from FMD. And she asked, or he asked, whoever it is, there's not a photo, so I don't know. Hi, dear Sandy, your videos are very useful. Thanks for sharing. I wanted to ask you, how do you spend your time at home without getting bored? Well, first of all, my house, and I'm not saying this to brag, my first house was small, and it was under 2,000 square feet. The next house that we got, it was a little bit bigger, but not much bigger. But then when we went, that was in Virginia, then when we went to Chicago, it was almost 3,000 square feet, that house. And then we moved here, and it's 3,400 square feet. So like every house that, you know, we've gotten, the house has gotten bigger. and our yard got bigger. When we lived in Chicago, they don't have big yards out there, unless you live out in the country on a farm or something. But we had a half of an acre. Here we have over an acre, so it's like a little over twice the property. And of course my house is bigger, and I have more landscaping and things like that. So, you know, with a big house, with a big yard that needs to be taken care of, with all the bushes and the trees that need to be pruned and trimmed up, and all of those things, when I have my garden, and that's filling up my time in the spring and the summer, and even in the fall, it's hard to get bored. It's just really hard to get bored. And so now, even having Alex, it's hard to get bored even with him, because, you know, you have to run around and keep up with him and that sort of thing. And like from my garden, after the summer, I can from my garden. And I do that. I start canning really about July. I go out to the orchard, I get peaches, and then when apples come out, I get that. But then I can sauce and pickles and all the other kinds of things that I'm growing in my garden. And so that would keep me busy up until like October even. And in the meantime, while I'm, you know, canning, I'm painting, I'm outside trimming up landscaping, I'm out, you know, spraying those disastrous sightly weeds that I hate so much. You know, I've got my house that I have to clean, and, you know, I have my family, and then there's, you know, laundry you got to do, and, you know, all of those sorts of things. So it's hard to get bored. But I will tell you, there are the days that I am caught up, where I've been outside working for a couple days and it's beautiful and fabulous outside. I've weeded my garden, you know, I've cleaned my house, and I can get a day where I'm just like, there's nothing to do here today, you know. And so I just find time fillers. I'll pick up a book, or I catch up on videos and messages or whatever I need to do. Sometimes I call my mother and I can talk to my mom for an hour, 2 hours on the phone. But if I'm just like sitting and doing something like, you know, catching up on videos or messages on, you know, email, and going over to Facebook and things like that, I can sit there, and then it's just like, you know, you start getting like, you know, getting antsy. Like, I just can't sit here. I just can't sit here. And I literally get up and I find things to do. And if there's nothing to do, I will just find something to do. I'll get a rag and I'll start, you know, cleaning my wainscoting. I'll clean my light switch plates or something. I find something to do so that I'm just not being idle and just sitting around. So for me, it's very easy for me not to get bored, because I already have too much that keeps me busy as it is. Okay, and then on my video, Cheryl's Cookies and Alex Explores Outside, I didn't answer really any of these questions because that one I was really sick, and I let you guys know how very sick I was. This virus is just horrible. I'm in my second week, and you can still hear it sounds like I got a frog in my throat. But anyway, for anybody, well, for everybody that posted comments for me, hoping that I'd get well and sending prayers and all of those things, thank you very much. So I'm responding to those now, but I'm responding, you know, with a verbal response. Thank you very much, and it truly means a lot that you care. And I think that's all the questions that I've gotten that I said that I would come and answer. And so this is what I'm going to do from time to time. Some of the questions that I get, I'm going to save them for like a Q&A. So when I'm in some downtime and not really vlogging, there's really nothing to vlog, that I'll go ahead and do something like this. And again, yeah, because I don't want you guys to get bored ever. And I know so many of you, you know, you've come and you've said, oh, Sandy, we don't get bored. But I think that some people do get bored, because I do see subscribers that go away. So I see my subscriber count. It's not like it's a lot, but let's just put it this way. Several days ago, I was at 785 subscribers, and then it went down to 784. And it stayed that way for a couple days, and then it went down to 783. And I think I'm at 782. No, I'm still at 783. So, I mean, from time to time, and I mean, that's bound to happen, you know. that people are going to leave and that sort of thing. I do want to say one more thing that's kind of important to me, and it comes from my heart. Okay, some other like random questions that people ask me, and they ask a lot, and I answer them, but I'll just answer it for everybody else. So I get questions, do you have Instagram? No, I don't have Instagram, though I'm considering getting Instagram. I just haven't got to that point where I'll probably just one day wake up and it's like, okay, you know what, I'll sign up for Instagram today, because that's usually how it works with me when it comes to social media. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have, what's that other one? There's another one that's out that I think you could do live chatting with somebody. I don't think that's Snapchat. It's something else. But anyway, I don't have any of that sort of thing because my life is busy enough as it is. And by the time that I'm getting on social media, the couple different places that I spend most of my time, that's, time consuming enough. I do have a Twitter, but I have not really, I went on Twitter, I think a couple months ago. It was winter. There was nothing to do because there was nothing to do outside and all my inside work was done. And so I decided one day, let me go over to Twitter and see what's going on over there. But I don't know if I posted anything. If I did, I did one post. But seriously, I haven't been, other than that, I haven't been on Twitter in probably a year and a half. I just stopped going on it, So, no, I don't have all of that sort of thing. So, let's see. What else do I get asked? I get asked about a P.O. box where folks from time to time want to send something. It's usually at Christmas time because, when my packages come, that's part of my day. I'm not doing it, I don't want to be bragging or, oh, look at, all this. But, I do have friends, people that I have corresponded with in my life throughout the years, and people that I send Christmas cards to and that sort of thing, and family members. And so at Christmas time, it can get pretty busy with the packages showing up at the door. And because I'm vlogging, it's part of my day, I just show it, and show you what I get. But then it's usually around that time, from time to time, I'll get somebody that will ask, for a P.O. box or whatever, because they want to send something to me. I haven't opened really a P.O. box for a couple different reasons, but let's just say the main reason is because I don't need anybody to send me anything. I don't. And I don't want it to feel like, if I have my P.O. box there, then people will just feel obligated to send me stuff and things like that. That's not what that's all about for me. Oh, something else I wanted to discuss too, because talking about YouTube, and I've had people make comments to me or send me a message, and they want to know why, some days I don't have makeup on. Why do you always just have your hair pulled back and things like that? Again, this video channel started out vlogging for my family, and then as my friends were viewing for family and friends, and then before you know it, I got a whole bunch of subscribers. There are a lot of people here on YouTube that are taking the good advantage that YouTube has to offer, and that is making a livelihood, making it a business. And I commend those people. Those folks, and that's why they have all the different social media, the Twitter and the Snapchat and the Instagram and all of this stuff. And they run back and forth between all of those different social media. And they vlog every single day, or like Laura in the Kitchen, where she has set days. Betty's Kitchens has set days that they put out their videos, their cooking videos. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a business for them, right? And they've turned it to a business or whatever, and that's very commendable. As I said, those folks have to work very hard for all of that. It's not that I don't want to work very hard. It's just that I don't need to work. My husband has a very good job. We do very well for ourselves in the way that, things are around here. And I don't need YouTube to be a business. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not running to all the different, social media sites and all of that sort of thing. I even thought about this, if my subscriber list were to, bump up to 10,000, 20,000 people, even at that point you could monetize. But, would I monetize? I've asked myself that question, and it's like, but if you monetize, then you got to keep up with all the other YouTubers. You got to get all the lights. You got to get all the more expensive cameras. You have to run to all the different social media and all of that. And see, they do that because that is part of their job. If they're making YouTube their job and they want to grow their audience, which is growing their business, that's why they have to use the other social media outlets. I'm not doing that for what I have here on this channel, because this is pretty basically a hobby for me. And along the way, as I'm, sharing my life, if I can inspire, as some people tell me, that's a very nice thing. And I'm glad that I can do that. But I really don't want to turn my YouTube channel into a business. And so all these other vloggers, they make YouTube their business. And you might see them from time to time, the ladies without makeup and that, but they do curl their hair every single day, and they do put their makeup on and everything, because they've got to be presentable, because I guess maybe that's going to help their channel to grow or whatever. But here, Sandy's just keeping it real. And as I've mentioned before, if I'm at home and I'm not going anywhere, and if I don't feel like putting on makeup because I'm not going anywhere, but I just happen to be vlogging, you're going to see me with no makeup. I get hot when it's spring and summer outside. My hair is long, I sweat on my neck and my hair sticks, and I don't like that, so I pull it back. But even when it's cold outside, I pull my hair back a lot of times, because when I'm doing stuff, I'm bending down. I don't want my hair in my face. That's number one. But another thing, number two, very importantly, at 52 years of age, I am menopausing. And I've been menopausing for about the last almost 5 years now. And when I first started menopausing, it wasn't so bad, but it gets bad. Even in the wintertime, I have to sleep in t-shirts, and a couple years ago, I used to have to sleep in tank tops because I would get the night sweats so bad. So yeah, I just don't like my hair hanging in my face when I'm doing stuff. I don't like, sweating, my neck is sweating, my hair's clinging to my neck, it's making me hotter, and all of this sort of thing. So that's why my hair's pulled back. I had somebody send me a comment several months back, and said that they wanted to give me a helpful tip, I guess to, grow my audience or whatever. You would do much better for yourself if you put makeup on and do something with your hair. Well, that doesn't interest me. This channel here is, like I said, it's Sandy being real. Okay? And this is my real life, and you have to think about it when you're at home. If you're a working person but on your days off, do you put on makeup every day? Do you curl your hair? Or do you say, oh, I don't have to work today, I don't have to put my hair up, I don't have to curl it, I don't have to do my makeup? And I know, because when I lived in Chicago, I used to work too. And I would look forward to a day off that I could just kick back, put on my casual clothes, didn't have to do my makeup, didn't have to stand there with the curling iron curling my hair, that sort of thing. If you're at home, you're not going anywhere, are you putting on makeup all the time? That sort of thing. So it's like, that is the same thing for me. So anyway, this video is going to be really long. So I just wanted to answer those questions. I just wanted to give a little bit of feedback on other comments or things that, people have asked me in the past. And I will see you in the next video. And if you like these Q&A question videos, let me know in comments that you do, and leave me questions in the comments. And if not on this video, but other videos, in the future. And I will get to all of those questions in future videos. Until then, you guys take care. And now I'm going to finish drinking my very cold tea. See you later. Bye.